My name's Tony Ta. Firstly, I wanted to thank MindsDB for inviting myself and a few of the other customers along here today. It's been great working with them. They're just a great bunch of guys to work with. They're a little bit intimidating as well because, we're working with, thanks guys. We're working with some very, very smart people in this field, very, very bright engineers, but also just a bunch of good-looking guys. I mean, have you guys noticed how good-looking these guys are? Yesterday, when I walked into the hotel meeting room, I thought I was walking to the casting for like the top 10 Bachelor of AI or something. So yeah, very intimidating with these guys, but it's been a lot of fun. But I digress, I'm sorry. Today I'm talking about Olla. It's a product that we're building on top of MindsDB. And it is we're trying to build, the world's most kind of capable virtual assistant to help businesses, and in particular small businesses, run their business and, to design it to kind of revolutionize the way businesses are run. Just a little bit about myself. I am a former Vietnamese refugee. If you're wondering why I have an Australian accent, it's because we settled in Australia. And that's me with my late dad. He passed away in the refugee camp, and I spent pretty much my childhood witnessing my mum struggling to run a business, just to put food on the table and to put us through school. And kind of fast forward to today, and I run my own business. I'm in the business of helping businesses. I see businesses struggling every day still. Just last week, a friend of mine came to me and she creates these beautiful floral arrangements and she runs the business herself. And she told me, I think I'm going to shut down my business because running it is really stressing me out. And I said to her, why? Why would you want to do that and kind of not allow the world to see your beautiful creations? And she just says, it's so hard. I've got so many apps that I need to learn to run the business. On average, businesses are using between 16 to 24 apps just to operate. She doesn't know where her data is, right? She's just looking for her data all the time, and she goes, I know it's there, it's everywhere, but nowhere when I really need it. And I think the main thing that hit home to me was, she's not computer literate. How many people do you know run businesses who are not technically capable? You guys, this is a room full of very, very smart people. I feel like I'm down here. I feel like my slides don't have enough diagrams and red squiggly lines. But, a lot of people are not technically savvy. And this is why we want to build Olla. We want to build something that will be as simple as prompting it to do something and it'll go away and do it. I mean, how powerful would that be where every business will be able to run and they can focus on what they do best, and which is usually not, something that's technical. So I'll just give you a little bit of an idea of how it works. Tom very kindly gave me a video because I'm sure he thought I didn't have the capacity to kind of run MindsDB, so he recorded something for me. So I do apologize if, yes, so this is something I prepared earlier. Thanks to Tom. Oh, can you not see that? No? Let me just stop this. Here we go. That's not Tom, by the way. Tom's way better looking. Sorry, I told my wife, and she goes, please keep your man crushes to yourself. But so here we are. Tom, if you want to jump in and kind of help me with the technical parts. Left-hand side is MindsDB, yeah? And this is a chatbot that we put. It's we just use Rocket Chat, just a really cool open source solution. And what MindsDB have helped us build is a model that is taking prompts from Rocket Chat and connecting it to MindsDB, and then connecting it to one of our cloud ERP systems. So this particular use case is creating a sales invoice, something that every business is going to be doing, right? So right now you can see it's going through. We've put in a customer name. The chatbot's come back and said, oh, sorry, that customer doesn't exist. Give me another one. And he says, okay, this is one that does exist. And what the chatbot's doing, it's getting all of this input. So it's going back and forth and saying, okay, I need the customer name, I need the date, and then I need, what do you want me to put inside the invoice, right? So we are putting in a date first, sorry. So the date is tomorrow, so it knows to choose tomorrow's date. And we're gonna be selling a T-shirt, and it's a regular size, and we're gonna be selling 11 of them. So what MindsDB is doing, it's grabbing all of that. It's creating the invoice, it's grabbing all of the information, and now it's actually going to push it to the database, and then it's going to write it to the ERP system. So it's confirming now that I've got all the information, and what it's doing now is it's actually just writing it to the system. And this is the system here, and you can see the top record. That was the record it just created. So it's created the invoice just using prompts, which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool anyway. So, we're working with very closely with MindsDB to build out these use cases, to create this virtual assistant it's going to be able to help any business run their business so efficiently and so effectively. And whilst MindsDB is helping us build what I call the brains of this virtual assistant, we are kind of conceptualizing what the new workspace is going to look like in future, right? So I got my creative guys to come up with some conceptual ideas, and there's some key principles that I wanted as part of the design. The first one is it has to be accessible. So we want this solution to be accessible to as many people as possible. There's going to be 3 input types. You're going to have your voice inputs and your text inputs, but we're also going to build something around visual inputs. So it'll be great, for example, if we could teach a model to learn sign language. I think there is a model somewhere out there where someone's created to learn sign language, and then translate that into something to do with the business. We want the solution to be, more proactive. We don't want the users to be constantly asking. So, the AI should know your business, should know what needs to be done, and it'll push that information to you. And the user will just say, "Yep, do it now," or "Wait, let's hold on, and I'll attend to that another time." We also wanted to integrate seamlessly into as many platforms as possible. This is something that's really aligned with what MindsDB is doing. They're integrating into so many different databases, and we'd love to be able to integrate into payment gateways, CRM systems, ERP systems. But we also want to build it to be very understanding. Now, businesses in different sectors, they'll use different vernaculars, that's particular to that sector. And we'd love to be able to teach the model to, learn medical terms or learn legal terms and that sort of thing. So it becomes a really powerful tool to know, these are the sort of acronyms that you use in this particular sector, or these are the scientific words that you use in the sector, and be able to respond to that. And so our vision for the world is really to have, Olla be kind of this ubiquitous interface every time you think about doing something about your business, and anything relating to work. And people will automatically think, oh, I can do that with Olla, or I can Olla that. And that's really our mission, right? So we want to create a more equitable and empowering future with AI, where it's going to have such a social and economic impact, because we're helping these small businesses. We're helping the solopreneurs. We're helping people like my mum, who man, it would have been great if she had this tool when we were growing up. My friend who is a creator. We're helping as many of these people as we can, so that we can give them every chance to succeed. And that's kind of my vision. So with that, I thank you and happy to chat with anyone if anyone's interested.